Thank you, Program Director and the leadership of the Embassy of the Republic of Cuba in Ecuador, the mission of the Democratic Republic of Algeria, and the Africa, Middle East, and Asia Chair of the University of Trifati of the Sahrawi Arab Democratic Republic, for inviting the South African Embassy to give opening remarks at this prestigious event. I have no doubt that this event will influence nationals of the Latin American region to look at Africa with a new positive perspective. Despite the challenges that lie ahead, Africa is more determined to forge ahead and embark on a road to sustainable development. It is behind this background that the African Union has adopted the Agenda 2063 and its flagship projects. It is important to note that the Africans in the diaspora are the sixth region of the African Union, and therefore their participation in the implementation of the Agenda 2063 is pivotal. Agenda 2063 is a blueprint and master plan for transforming Africa into a global powerhouse of the future. It is the continent's strategic framework that aims to deliver on its goal of inclusive and sustainable development, and is a concrete manifestation of the Pan-African drive for unity, self-determination, like in the case of the Western Sahara, freedom, progress, and collective prosperity pursued under the Pan-Africanism and the African Renaissance. The genesis of the Agenda 2063 was the realization by African leaders that there was a need to refocus and reprioritize Africa's agenda from the struggle against apartheid and the attainment of political independence for the continent and inclusive social and economic development, continental and regional integration, democratic governance, and peace and security, among other issues, aiming at repositioning Africa to becoming a dominant player in the global arena. Flagship projects of the African Union Agenda 2063 include some of the following: silencing the guns. To achieve the goal of Agenda 2063, Africa needs to work towards ending all wars, civil conflicts, gender-based violence, violent conflicts, and preventing genocide. The second flagship project is the African Continental Free Trade Area. This seeks to accelerate intra-African trade and boost African trading position in the global marketplace. As a leading and sophisticated economy on the African continent, an economy with modern infrastructure, South Africa offers significant business potential and innovation. We are a diversified and promising emerging market globally. In South Africa and the rest of the African continent, business opportunities abound in key sectors such as presented by the African Continental Free Trade Area. The African Continental Free Trade Area came into force on the 1st of January 2021, thus creating access to a market with a GDP of over 3 trillion USD, with 1.3 billion people. Hence, we call on Ecuadorian business people to increase their investments in South Africa to take advantage of opportunities presented by the African Continental Free Trade Area. As we celebrate the Africa Day on the 25th May every year, the spotlight will continue to fall on the African continent and her progress in developing and nurturing her people. This year, Africa Day will be celebrated under the theme Unlocking Business Opportunities Across Africa. In this regard, we call upon Ecuadorian business people to participate in mining conferences hosted on the African continent. For example, 2026 Mining Indaba Conference that will take place at the Cape Town International Convention Center in South Africa from the 9th to the 12th of February 2026. Since its inception in 1994, the Investing in Mining in Dawa conference has become a pivotal event for mining professionals, investors, and industry leaders looking to capitalize on the vast opportunities in Africa's mining sector. Lastly, I need to indicate that currently South Africa presides over the presidency of the G20. This is the first time South Africa presides over this group and will host a G20 summit, heads of states and government, in Johannesburg from the 22nd to the 23rd November 2025. South Africa is the only African country in the G20. The African Union was recently included as a member. I thank you, Chairperson.